Welcome to this chamber. After we leave, there is going to be a reception, and there's going to be one major change right here in the chamber. Right now, well, this is the majority side, this is the minority side, and if you notice that our seats are still on this side, well, this afternoon, they're going to be on the majority side. I, Jack Martin, do solemnly swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of New York, and to perform the duties of my office as State Senator of the 7th District to the best of my ability, so help me God. Thank you. Thanks for allowing me the opportunity to do this, which I love to do. It has been my privilege over the last 8 years to serve as the mayor of Mineola. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to work with my colleagues in addressing all of the issues that are so important to New York State today. You know, we made a lot of commitments and a lot of promises through the campaign. I can tell you one thing. I can tell you that we are committed to making sure that New York State returns to the moniker it once had, still has, but deserves, to the Empire State. We're going to cut spending. We're going to create jobs. We're going to provide opportunities for people once again, and we're going to give property back to them, and I think that's job one. I'll take the opportunity to thank all of you. Thanks for coming up here. I mean, it's Tuesday, and we have 150 people who came up from Long Island to join us for this swearing in. Thank you to all of you. But I want to recognize you because each and every one of you, I know, was out there with me, walking, knocking on doors, making phone calls, handing out, doing me a favor, making sure that every vote got out. And when all was said and done, and they wanted to contextualize it was 451 votes. 451 votes in the Senate district on Long Island that I will tell you today will change the course of history here in New York State and will set us on the course of recovery in New York State because of 451 people who came out and made the difference in that Senate district that allowed the Republican majority in the Senate, that allowed us to turn the state around. And we will think back years from now the results of the 7th senatorial district and to those 451 votes, and to each and every one of you who got out there and voted, called your neighbors, called your friends, and made the difference. Because I wouldn't be here, we wouldn't have the majority, and we wouldn't be able to do what we're going to do if it weren't for you. And for that, I'm grateful, and I want to thank each and every one of you. I am so excited to get to work. I can't even tell you. I'm so excited to work with my colleagues, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for the opportunity. God bless you. Good afternoon. Welcome from Long Island. And you all understand my accent when I speak. This is a special day. Earlier today, we installed and swore in Jack Martin from Nassau County, who defeated an incumbent Democrat, and we were very happy about that. And now we have the opportunity to swear in Lee Zeldin, who retired Brian Foley, and is going to be if you would raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear.
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of New York State Senator
of the office of New York State Senator
for Senate District Number 3,
for Senate District Number 3,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you so very, very much. The fact that you're here on a Tuesday, this isn't a vacation week. Many of you could be at work right now, but you chose to come all the way up from the east end of Long Island to be here, and that means so very, very much. That's probably maybe the most exciting part of this whole experience. I remember on election night, I got on the stage, and I turn out and I look at the faces of all of you that attended. And those smiles, and I think of all of the sweat equity of each and every one of you to spread this message over to the tens of thousands of doors in the 3rd Senate District. And those smiles made it so worth it. There's a few people that I want to thank. Notice I have my Conservative Society for Action pin on right now. Thank you to the Tea Party.
Thank you.
Passion, the dedication, the hard work. I am not surprised at all that you are here today. I think if this swearing in was taking place in some other coast, you would have found a way to and that's something that means so much. To my family, that are ready to join my father David, my stepmother Carol, of course my wife Diana, our two girls, which have bailed for Marina and Peace Tarakagu. But my family provides so much support during this race, and I'm going to need them each and every day to sign off on any. Oh, you had lollipops. That makes sense.
That'll do it.
Might be the first lollipop that makes its way onto the Senate chamber in a while. But thank you to my family for sticking with me. And for being there, for all of your continued support, hopefully. Thank you. And to everyone else. As I said at the very beginning, I appreciate so much of being here, for your support, for those smiles that you gave me on election night. Wow, that just blew me away. The smiles that I see right now as I look across this room. And the term only lasts 2 years in the New York State Senate. And you could do a lot of good things and a lot of bad things in 2 years. As we saw in our election, we were keeping our elected officials honest. You can never forget where you came from. And I'll end today with the same way we ended things on election night. Long Island deserves a seat at the table, and it got it this year. Many thanks to all of you. Thank you so much.
I thank all of you for joining us here today. The most important thing that you can do as a state senator, assemblyman, or elected official is to remember the constituents that you represent. Yes, pass good legislation, but also remember that all politics is local, and you have an obligation to serve your people, to be there with them personally, and to make sure you try to get the positive results that they're asking you for. This is going to be an extremely difficult year in Albany. But I know with Lee, the delegation that we have, our new senators, we fully understand that with the fiscal crisis that we have, we're not going to come out of it by raising taxes, wrong thing to do. We're going to cut government spending, and our focus is going to be on private sector job creation. That's where it's at. That's our message. And to this point, that's been the message of Governor Cuomo. We're not sure where the speaker is exactly, but I can tell you, our Republican conference, joined with a number of Democrats who feel the same way in the Senate, we understand that to turn this state around, you can't keep spending, you can't keep taxing, and you can't keep killing small businesses and those that provide the jobs. So thank you for being here. God bless you and have a safe trip home.